Hello everyone, Sam from MantisPlaysGames here. Today we've got a nostalgic trip back to PS1 days with Toy Story 2, which has been out on PlayStation for quite a while, on PlayStation 5, but it didn't have trophy list, didn't have a trophy list attached to it when it first came out. It now does. I don't know how long it has had a trophy list out for it, but the second I found out for it, I was all over it. So, obviously this is a bit of a review and guide. I will say it now before the video actually starts properly. My only gripe with this game is the camera. The camera in this game is horrendous. It is the only thing that will give you a bad time with this game. And we'll touch on it further, you'll see it further in the video. That is the only damn point that they need to change in this game. Please give us more up-to-date controls, please. That is pretty much it, guys. That's all I want to wrap it on about before we actually start the video. So I'm going to move you over to the main segment of the video now, and then we'll do a little bit of wrap up at the end. But yeah, guys, I will see you in the next bit. So guys, here we are. We are now in Toy Story 2. Now, a couple of things I want to touch on with this. I've already kind of gone over how many trophies are: 3 gold, 17 silver, 18 bronze, and the platinum itself. The game itself is not actually difficult. I'll touch on it in a bit more further detail as we go into the video, but it's not actually that bad of a game to finish. So we'll start like we normally do with the good and the bad. So I would say the good points of the game is just the nostalgia. Well, I think most PlayStation players or Xbox players or anyone for that matter probably did play this game when it first came out. So I think for the nostalgia, like the iconic locations from the movie, you got Andy's house out, Isle's Toy Barn, airport and stuff like that. It's all very nostalgic. It actually feels quite good. As much as the game's got its issues, that part of the game is actually very good. The objectives, I would say, in this game are actually very, very good. So in each level you've got mini objectives to do. Some of them you have to find coins, other ones you don't. You have little tasks there like you've just seen there for Bo Peep for collecting a sheep and stuff like that. The boss fights are actually quite well thought out considering how old the game actually is. They're not very challenging at all, but for a game in this day and age it was actually quite well put together and quite decent bosses. You've got the PS5 edition with the add-on of the rewind system is huge, because the camera in this game, you'll see in some of the clips moving forward that the camera is the biggest ball ache by far in this game. You can hold L2 and R2 to reverse the camera, but it really doesn't work at all, to be honest. And having the rewind system, because I fell clumsily or whatever you want to call it so many times climbing up this tree, for one, probably took me about 20 minutes. Not that I want to admit that it took that long, but it probably did. But yeah, having the rewind system is huge, just because of the actual camera and how it works out. You know, you've got a kind of authentic vibe as well to the game itself. So you've got actual cutscenes from the actual film itself in the game. I can't actually remember if it had that in the original or not. I don't remember if it did or not. But we're going to go on to the bad parts of the game now, and number one, without question, without failure, is the camera. The camera controls have not in any way, shape or form aged well. I'd probably say it's the biggest boss in the game is fighting the camera. Especially in boss battles, it'll snap over to something else, or you'll be looking that way and all of a sudden the camera will go, oh, over there, and then you've been killed by the boss. So the camera is definitely the hardest point and the hardest boss, and the hardest thing you will face in this game is definitely the camera. I mean, I wouldn't really say it's a bad thing. It can be frustrating, but obviously you've got the rewind system. But like, when you've jumped and you're grabbing onto something, very rarely Buzz will actually grab onto something. He'll normally just look at it and go, oh, see you later, as he just drops, as he hasn't grabbed onto anything at all. The visuals, people say, oh well, you know, they've not been remastered, you know, they're the original graphics, blah blah blah. I mean, it's, no one ever said it was a complete remaster. It's just Toy Story 2 has got trophies on it, so for a trophy hunter we're all gonna go and smash them out. But the game's not trying to come up with new up-to-date graphics from what we're expected to see now, so I think it's probably a bit unfair to put that down as a bad. But other than that, I'm not too sure. You've got two kind of players to this. You've got people who are playing it for pure nostalgia, or you've got proper trophy hunters themselves going for the trophies. And I think, depending on who you are and what category you fall under, will decide if you have a better or a worse time with this game. But the actual trophy list itself is not difficult. Like I said, it'll probably take you about five hours. I think it took me about 10 because once I fell asleep for about 3 hours, so I lost 3 hours worth of gameplay. So yeah, that didn't really help me. But yeah, most of the trophies are all miscellaneous: help Bo Peep, find sheep, win a race against RC, all the bosses in there, which I won't say for spoilers, but you know, things that I'm looking through the trophy list now. Find a prize on top of filing cabinets, win a race, solve the elevator puzzle. The actual trophies themselves are pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy, but I've had a look at some bits and bobs elsewhere. Regarding the difficulty, I probably would say with the rewind system, it's a 1 out of 10. It's easy. If you're not going to use the rewind system and you're going to play it legitimately, I probably would go out on a limb and say this is about a 7, just because of the camera. Just because of the camera makes this game so damn difficult, it's ridiculous. But yeah, obviously there's no online trophies, they're all offline trophies. People are saying the approximate time to platinum is between 5 to 8, anywhere in between that. Obviously I was over that because I decided to fall asleep, obviously. There's me using the rewind system there to, this race was ag. It's in the steel ductworks of a level, and honestly it is horrendous. It is absolutely horrendous. But yeah, there is no, you only have to play it once and do replay chapters if you want to do it like that. There's no missables, there's no trophy difficulty spikes or anything like that at all. But other than that, guys, it's pretty much just a step one is pretty much make sure you try and get, if you want to follow a guide to make sure you don't miss out on anything, make sure you get all the Pizza Planet tokens. You will see when you've actually finished the end of a level, it will show you all the different things that you need to do in a level, and you'll see what ones you've got and what you haven't got. So that itself is easy enough. But you have, obviously, I've missed out one of the main things. The game is free. If you have the PlayStation Plus Premium, I think it is. I don't know how much it costs normally if you wanted to actually just go and buy it. I'm not too sure. But for me, as a trophy hunter, and for most people as a trophy hunter, free, under 10 hours, and easy to do. I mean, it's nostalgia as well. It kind of rolls everything a trophy hunter will want into one game. So for that point and that point only, I would say, guys, just go and download it for free. You're going to have some laggy bits. You're going to have a little bit of grief along the way. You're going to have aggro with the camera. But take all that out of the way. It is just pure nostalgia and something we all love. You just saw then that Buzz really did not want to grab that bit on the side then. But other than that, you've got 15 levels in the game. Obviously you can get PlayStation Plus Premium. I wouldn't say there's any real tips or tricks to actually get in the actual platinum itself, but I don't really think there's much more to kind of cover really. The video's kind of nearly done anyway. But yeah, like I said, when you get to the end fight is 3 bosses all in one, which sounds very, very aggro, but it's really not. This is a missable boss, which I do believe is... You have to go back to this. There's one level, I think it's like sewage and streets, or streets and sewage, or something like that. So it is actually a missable boss, this one. But guys, what we'll do, we'll wrap up the video in the next part. I'm going to switch my mug off and show you the platinum drop, and we will meet again in the outro video, and we'll have a little wrap up, and we'll crack on. So obviously this is me just dropping the actual platinum itself now, which obviously you can see there are 3 bosses, and it's now done. Cheers, buddy. So guys, Toy Story 2, that is it. Quite straightforward. Like I said, there's a couple of little miscellaneous trophies in there, but other than that, the only grief you're going to get with this game is the camera. I'll say it once, I'll say it again, I'll keep on saying it till the cows come home. That is your biggest problem with this game. But like I said, it's free, it's less than 10 hours, it's under 5% rarity. I don't know how, but it still is on the official PlayStation 1, which is what I always go through. I don't go on PSNP, I don't use any other ones. When I actually go for platinum percentages, I always use the official PlayStation because it's the most accurate, because not everyone has PSNP or anything else, so you know it's a true representation of where the actual percentage is. But other than that guys, my recommendation would be get it, it's free. It's another platinum to add to your collection, and that's pretty much it guys. If you do need anything, if you need any help on anything that's not popping, please comment below and I will definitely 100% get back to you, let you know if I struggle with anything or whatever you need to talk about. But guys, yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. It's free, it massively helps out the channel, and honestly I really appreciate any support that you guys kind of give. We've got some more platinum reviews and some other bits and bobs to get out later on in the week. But I'm going to love you and leave you all with this. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you have the rest of a good day. And I will catch up with you on the next one. Be good, be safe, and I'll see you all then. See you later, guys.